Morning. It's February 1st, and I wanted to do a little seed potato sprouts update. These are all sprouts that were growing extremely long off of our seed potatoes that we grew last year. I had them stored in milk crates in the back room, and they started sprouting out. So we took the longest sprouts, broke them off. I have this in the playlist on the videos on our channel. We gently broke the sprouts off, and then we placed the sprouts in water. And then when those sprouts rooted, we planted them. And we had some really long sprouts, some 8-10 inches long, and I just cut them down to where they would fit these 5-ounce cups. If you could see that. And now the leaves are starting to come out on these guys, if it'll focus in there. But these things were probably like this long, and I just cut the top 4 inches out of the sprout that was rooting and planted it, and they seem to be doing just fine. We've got these under grow lights. You can see they're all starting to get the leaves off the top, or on the top, excuse me. And these are Yukon Golds. All of these ones in the small cups are Yukon Golds. And you can see they're starting to develop their leaves. And these were sprouts that were way too long to leave on the potatoes. And it was hard for me to just snap those sprouts off of these potatoes and throw them away. So we stuck them in water, rooted them, then cut them down to about 4 inches. And you can see they're starting to sprout out. Here are the first ones we did. These were baby Dutch. We, excuse me, we snapped the stalks or the sprouts off of the seed potato. Then we placed them in a jar of water, and they rooted, and then I just planted those. And these were planted on the 24th. I actually had them in smaller cups, and then we transplanted them up to these bigger cups because they were starting to get a little root bound in those 5-ounce cups. And these are 32-ounce cups. And here in a few weeks, I'm going to take my 5-gallon buckets that I have and probably plant these bigger ones in. Even though it's still cold, I'll probably set them right in our front entry. But you can see these are Yukon Golds, and they're coming out really nice too. So these are seed potato sprouts that we broke off and rooted in water, and now they've made a potato plant. Now I have planted some of these fully covered, and then I planted some of these last year just like the depth that they are now. And they all had potatoes at the end of the season. But some of them, as I buried the whole plant, didn't come up. But you can see how nice these sprouts. There's no seed potato left on here. This is just a sprout snapped off of the seed potato, rooted in water, and planted. Another Yukon Gold. So if your seed potatoes are sprouting out extremely long, you can break those off, place them in some water. They'll root. Once they root, put them in some potting mix, and then stick them under some lights. And these are all under our grow lights now. and they're doing great. Just a little update for our Yukon Golds and Baby Dutch seed potato sprouts. Thanks for watching.